this an illusion or is it real? You decide.
Again, I just want to let you guys know we are going to be talking about Epstein again. Some conspiracy theories that are at least one that I found. I don't know if we'll get into all of them. If you haven't watched part one, I would definitely recommend it because some of the stuff that we did talk about in part one would be in part two. And then again, this is going to be tough to talk about. It's never fun. And yeah, let's start the show. I'm your host, Kevin. I got with me my boy Darren.
Hello.
With me my boy John.
Yo.
Got with me my girl Kayla.
Hola.
And one of the conspiracy theories that I found that that was interesting was SpongeBob. SpongeBob was potentially created for Epstein's Island.
Yeah, I heard something about his, like, if you Google his address or whatever, or SpongeBob's address, it brings you to the island.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
We should test that on the map.
Do it.
Do that in real time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, SpongeBob's address, whatever, Bikini Bottom, on Google Maps, that will take you to Epstein's Island.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Let me get that real quick. But so the very first thing though of the episode, what does it say?
Are you ready, kids?
Yeah.
So now anything that says kids is going to be related to Epstein?
No, not everything. There are two Cartoon Networks that were not mentioned in any of the files. Cartoon Network and PBS.
Oh, wow. PBS Ultra Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nickelodeon was, Disney was.
Yeah.
What is PBS?
It was like the free, like Barney and stuff like that.
They play in like doctors' offices and stuff, I think.
But they had.
Are they
Very
Catholic?
kid friendly. I don't know.
Remember though, Barney had his own scandal.
Can I see your phone?
Did he?
Yeah,
Or-
remember?
He's a
Do you
dinosaur
want
from
to
your
type that in
imagination.
on your phone?
Oh, yeah.
The-
I was like, what?
So what happened with Barney? One of the people that was in the costume had some illegal substances, and then got fired. So I mean, it wasn't like a major.
So it wasn't Barney. It was someone
scandal. It
in
was
the Barney suit.
just somebody had the bright idea. Oh, I'm gonna put my
Stash in the
illicit,
costume.
illicit substances in the tail
Plenty
of the
of
costume.
room. Plenty of room in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
John is typing in the address right now so we can have real time to see if it does. Now, here's the thing.
Sorry, one last thing. Just think about the kids are probably all like, Mom, what's that weird skunk smell coming from Barney?
Right?
Mhm. He's a dinosaur, duh.
Yeah, not a skunk.
Who came from Barney? Who like got famous off Barney? Was that Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato?
I have no idea.
It's not pulling it up like that.
Okay.
So there might be another way to do it, but
Where does it bring you?
that is just somewhere in Florida.
Oh, well, maybe it's his residence in Florida.
Well, there are, like, people have the address popped up in, like, Photoshop. Sorry, I said Photoshop. Could be Photoshop. Let's just be real. But have it popped up, and then the Google search pins it to the island. They could have removed it, too, you know. There's always that possibility that they're like, oh, this really is popping up, Jeffrey Epstein. Let's get rid of it. Especially if he was working for Google. If he was. So everything about this, though, is obviously all allegedly. We don't know if this is the true facts or anything like that, if it was created. But the claim is that with his address, it takes you to Little St. James Island. So it could have been a prank website that created it. This is also fact-checked itself. So that's interesting. But that also the Nickelodeon logo to the island. I can see this one but you have to turn the logo like this. And then you can kind of put them over each other, and Nickelodeon's logo kind of, it's a stretch.
That's
but
a stretch.
Well,
It
in the
kinda
island
looks
in
like
that photo, is that St. James?
Yeah, that's it. This is his real island.
Well, and here's another thing with it is I'm going blank on his name, but the person that was head of iCarly, Drake and Josh,
Dan Schneider.
Dan Schneider, he was doing a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
bad stuff to, kids.
If you don't know, watch that one show. What is it?
So the point that I'm getting at is the Nickelodeon thing looks like
there's a Bikini Bottom Bar and Grill in Chicago. If anybody was wondering,
did not know that.
But if the Nickelodeon thing looks like the island, and then Dan Schneider was doing what he was doing,
Mm-hmm.
He was a big part of Nickelodeon. Yeah.
That's kind of.
Makes
I don't
sense.
believe it's just a coincidence.
Right.
For sure.
But yeah, I guess the conspiracy wasn't as deep as I was hoping it to be, but whatevs. But I could see that they created SpongeBob to entertain kids. I mean, I was hella entertained as a kid watching it, So
Absolutely. There are parts I was like, this is creepy or this is disturbing, but
right.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
Then you find out like theories like Mr. Krabs, the Krabby Patties are made from a whale.
Quiet on the
Crabs. There's crab meat in them. Quiet on the set?
Yep.
That's what it was.
That's
And the Krabby Patties?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Crab meat.
No one knows the
The secret formula thing is crab.
No, it's plankton.
Oh, it's crab.
Plankton.
I thought it was Pearl's mother.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Jeez.
So
yeah, that's the dark theory. It's Pearl's mother.
Yeah. So a sperm whale, when it dies, it can
salty.
When it sinks to the ground, it can have an ecosystem live for about 100 years off of what
It's huge.
Right. So the theory is Mr. Krabs is using Pearl's mom and is raising Pearl to be the next supply of meat.
That's the dark theory.
That's
Which,
dark,
if you
very
think
dark.
about it, that would just kind of be like grooming.
Krabby Patties.
What, did you hear the other
Get
theory?
you ready to be food.
Right.
Did you hear the other theory? This one's like bad, but not in like the way that Kevin was saying. But so like those weird cloud flower looking things in the sky.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's SpongeBob.
those are oil. That's oil spills. And then if you notice, like pineapple and the homes and stuff in there, it's pollution.
Mm. Yeah, I could
Yeah,
see
because
that.
there are some like mufflers and
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like it means like
Okay.
it's a pollution type thing.
yeah.
Oh,
I've heard that.
I never thought about it that way.
Interesting.
Another conspiracy theory that I saw was, if you guys didn't know, the creator of The Simpsons is on the list, was in the files and stuff too.
Yeah.
So people are saying, was he really predicting it, or was he
Was
just
it happening
showing
the whole time?
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
was just showing us
saw
what
that.
is about to happen. But then the crazier thing is he created Futurama as well, which then is like, is that the way of saying like, hey, aliens are real and one day this could be our lives? That we're going to...
Maybe. Hopefully we'll find out soon.
Right.
As long as the documents get released.
Dude, I mean, Obama said something about aliens on a podcast and everyone's freaking out over it. And
Well,
now,
it's because of what Trump said. He was saying that Obama, like, that's classified information. He shouldn't have said that. But then it was just the way Trump was phrasing stuff. People are all like, he's not technically saying no, they don't exist.
Right. He's not denying it. Well, I just saw something, I think, before you came in that Trump plans on releasing UFO files.
Potentially.
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Can we play
cool.
like audio of another video?
So I'm pretty sure as long as we're doing a reaction to it, it's fine.
Okay. All right.
In the Epstein files, in the emails, it states Epstein was talking about Satoshi Nakamoto. That's the code name, alias of the creator of Bitcoin. Oh my. And he was mentioning it early, way before it was even a thing. There was all these billionaires before, and one of them, very famous billionaire, in an interview, he said, if you knew who was behind Bitcoin, the value of Bitcoin would crash.
If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you could to sell it. You had Bitcoin, you couldn't sleep at night. I know. Bitcoin will go to zero. And a microsecond, boom,
The Epstein files came out 3 days ago. What happened to Bitcoin? It went down. Crashed. It literally
30%.
crashed. It's going down the fastest we've seen in a minute. Epstein is the creator of Bitcoin.
So yeah, I heard that too, and it would make sense because Bitcoin, when Bitcoin first came out, it was heavily used in drug deals and buying shit off the black market.
And dark web.
Yeah,
Black market, dark web.
same, but different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it was a way to not be able to see transactions and follow it. But the creating of Bitcoin was very genius too, because when everything goes through, so you're going to probably have to double check me on this, but I'm pretty sure it's stamped by everybody that's mining Bitcoin at the same time versus like how our debit cards and stuff work. It goes through one person and then it gets stamped there versus a whole bunch of people. It goes through their servers and gets stamped. It's why it's instantly transferred and everything like that, or almost instantly transferred. But it's blockchain is a very secured network. So if he really did curate blockchain, he was a flipping genius.
What is blockchain?
What all crypto runs off. It basically can't be hacked at all.
So I also heard he did Fortnite,
Yep.
Modern Warfare, microtransactions that you're spending money there. He came up with those.
Yeah.
So all those little 99-cent, $5 purchases or whatever, he was behind those. Then he has accounts on those platforms as well. So he does have multiple like Fortnite accounts and what is it, Call of Duty, right?
Yep. I believe it was Call of Duty. It was
I think
something
it was like
that a
Guns
lot of
Blazing or something was his account.
Wow.
Little St. James on TikTok or not
Littlest
TikTok.
Jeff.
Yeah, on Fortnite. And that brings the speculations that he is still alive because his Fortnite account went live again.
Yeah, it went active recently.
Well, I think that got disproven though.
Did it?
Yeah, I believe so.
I'm
Jinx.
Well, I mean, like
But-
after so many years of it not being used, wouldn't it be deleted and you can reuse the?
No,
The name.
the whole Fortnite thing
I
I
don't
think
know.
did get
Maybe,
disproven.
but-
I'm pretty sure I heard, but there's other stuff that was saying that even after like Epstein's death, there were still emails going to him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In
But was he responding?
Nobody knows, but it's all like because his death was so just well known. I mean, it was national news, and then people are still sending him emails. It's almost
Yeah.
like
Right.
Another thing that I heard was he had a dentist chair in his house.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you heard about that?
Yep.
But did you hear the backstory behind it?
so what I know about it is that he was in Paris, found when he was getting dental work, was from a female dentist. He then asked her to come back with him and was his girlfriend or something like
and
that.
Then he funded all of her schooling.
Yeah, and then she was on the island, and the thought was that she was pulling the teeth out of all the dead victims so that they can't be identified because can be identified by our bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was also like his personal dentist for like any kind of like stuff that they were trying to trace back to him or like plastic surgeries or anything.
It's crazy.
But the end of it was she was gonna be the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Maxwell. But that was her. They funded the entire schooling for her to be a dentist.
Oh.
Wow.
This says AI. One of these AI photo fuels conspiracy theories. Epstein is alive in Israel. So if he really did work
Mossad.
for the Mossad, it would make sense that he was hiding there. And if that's the case, man, we just need to go.
Well, I had heard on what I watched that it's not even speculation. This is in the files or something, allegedly, that after he died, when they took his body, they had one like draped boxes or something that looked like a body, and they took that away, and that's where everyone followed, thinking it was the body, and his body was taken
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. Well, we were just watching a video, and I was like, dude, those Those look like they're painted on his markings and stuff like that. I'm like,
It looked like he was there for a while, but I don't know how long he was. So
Yeah.
And like the his cellmate was moved from his cell a day before he died. So like the timing's just crazy.
speaking
the
of
whole
which-
thing about him, yeah.
you can watch the whole day of the day he died.
Yeah, but then there's glitches and
No, on a website, like there is no edited video. Like it's a non-edited video on a website. John found one of the websites where you have to change PDF to MP4 and it pops up videos and they're not non-edited videos. Asmongold actually did a
I
thing
saw
on
that,
it.
yeah.
And you can see for the whole day what happens.
I thought there was like, I guess is probably just what they're claiming, but there was like a camera malfunction at the time, like around
like
the time
a
of
1
his
minute.
death.
Yeah.
But then I heard a statement that was somebody said they're like cameras malfunction in situations like that all the time.
Oh, yeah, that last video we watched
Yeah.
for the last minute of him talking about Epstein.
Wow.
Seriously.
So I got another one. This that Guns A Blazing thing was actually his Minecraft account.
Yeah. Okay. I
So-
thought it was. For some reason, I was thinking it was Call of Duty because I was like, a lot of kids play that too. But shoot, yeah, Minecraft makes way more sense. Which means we gotta pay attention to what our son is playing on that. I'm just kidding. He can't do anything other than play with you, really. So
Yeah.
Epstein's Minecraft account. What? Yeah, they found that he was actually a Minecraft YouTuber. It's always the Minecraft YouTubers that do this, eh? I did not know about that. They found an email in the files from YouTube. Yeah. It's replying about a comment that he commented on a Markiplier video. What? Yeah, so they looked at the channel. Channel's called Guns A-Blazing 7378. What makes it so sus is his Minecraft videos, he didn't actually use a voiceover or narration or anything. Okay. But the Minecraft skin Gavin is very Jeffrey Epstein. And it's very sick. Look, it is. No. And look how it's dressed. Oh, no. Yeah, bro.
we'll have to.
Messed up.
Yeah.
I don't think we could put that in there.
No, but you could probably put the picture of him because that has to be an image
It's just-
on the.
So it's like no shirt, but
Oh.
like the leather
Oh.
bottoms with like the X.
Like a leather Speedo with like
with the-
straps.
Yeah, with leather straps.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what his character was.
So then, are they saying that guy's part of the files too? The Mark.
They said that is him. Oh, Markiplier? That was unrelated. I think
Oh.
that's just how they found the
Figured
channel,
out the. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
That's crazy. He said they used no voiceovers, but the guy looked like him. So was he playing with little kids on
He could have been
Minecraft?
finding them on Minecraft, dude.
Yeah, like, hey, how are you doing?
He was finding us through school
Dude.
photos.
I know, man. That's the craziest one. Think about how many kids' photos that guy was able to sift through to find his next video. Next victim. This is crazy. Also, Pizzagate. These
16.
these files basically confirm Pizzagate was a real thing, and that it should definitely be looked at. Oh, also, do you remember a few years back where like Wayfair people were like pointing out how the costs? Yeah, in the files they're in there as well, and they Wayfair.
Doesn't say Wayfair though. Is it like the CEO of Wayfair?
No, oh yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know who exactly, but somebody in Wayfair high up was part of the files.
Okay.
The names of when people were pointing out the names and stuff and the costs, that was a real thing. So like when we were basically shoot away like, oh no, it's nothing. You guys are making it into something more than what it was. We were right.
Right.
They were trafficking or maybe not even doing that to kids in that way, in that form.
Yeah.
Because how else would you get,
New customers.
well, that, but to be able to hide, in plain sight,
Right.
That, because I mean, like some of the stuff you look at and you're like, how is that $20,000? I
Well, yeah.
wouldn't pay more than $5.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. The whole files.
Should we
Ja-
talk about Maxwell?
You got stuff
Yeah,
on
I
Maxwell?
got something I want to say.
All
Yeah.
right.
So she had her most recent court thing that she had,
Oh,
right?
she doesn't look like her.
Right, because somebody had it was actually Asmund Gold went on there, and he had 2 different AIs like look at her face, and then they assessed at the AIs, and then the AI said like, yeah, that's not the same person.
So let me ask you this though. We know they were doing rituals and stuff like that. So just humor me on that.
Witchcraft.
I was about to say that with them eating kids and stuff or whatever, what if that was making them look appear a different way?
It's like a Snow White, isn't it? She like takes the youth from her or something.
Yeah. So and then now that I understand that the AI, they're able to do like eyes, nose, and stuff.
Biometric
Yeah.
data, yeah.
But who's to say that your biometric data is changed while you're doing all that?
I mean, who knows?
Yeah,
'Cause
I don't.
That's, yeah, right.
Okay, well, yeah. So to me, that one I could see if we were playing off of the ritual stuff and whatnot, you
Yeah.
could possibly change what she looks like and everything.
Also, didn't she get, it's kind of off, but didn't she get transferred to like a really lax, like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
place?
yeah.
So
Like it's like a spa, but she's in prison or whatever.
Well, so as far like let me go first, and then you go. But from how I took it was they were trying to get information from her, and then she pleaded the fifth and everything. So I think they were trying to butter her up, so to speak. Maybe not the best term with this, but you know what I mean. They're trying to like
sweeten the
get
deal.
her to
Give more
Flip and stuff.
information.
yeah, give more information and then give names of people, but so that's what they were trying to do, but then it didn't amount to anything. And then I don't know.
Did they move her back? Because they should.
Probably not. But
It's like this didn't work.
They should have. What they should have did is kept her in solitary confinement the entire time. I'm talking one of those really bad ones where like you don't even have a toilet; you just have a hole in the ground.
Absolutely.
That's what they should have did. And they should have just been just not saying do anything physical or anything like that though, but give her like the most just shittiest like experience
Conditions
possible,
and, yeah.
and then to make her sorry my language here,
Torture,
but make
bro.
her,
She
like,
needs to be
speak.
tortured.
I'm not
How
gonna
many
I'm
kids
not gonna
she
go-
brought there, and
I'm not gonna go that far because I don't know how the internet's gonna
She's-
take it if
okay,
I was
fair,
to say
but-
that. But just in general, is they need to she needs to say the names, and she won't. But
right,
however they have to do it, I hope they are able to get her to say it.
right.
As long say it like this, as long as it falls within like not committing any crimes against humanity. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, she just comes clean, gives the names, and all these people can hopefully be brought to justice, and the
Right.
victims get justice.
For sure.
Well, they try to also give her a little bit of immunity too.
To get her to talk.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, John? You got some
Oh,
stuff.
I found some stuff. So they said Life Touch was not associated with any kind of Epstein stuff, just like
It was
so-
just mentioned.
it said in 2026, the name Life Touch school photo company began trending alongside Epstein's files due to a series of viral social media posts. So we know that part, right?
Yep.
So Leon Black is one of Epstein's friends, who is he was one of like a financial advisor.
Yep.
But he was the co-founder and blah blah blah. So he's one of the ones that invested into with Life Touch, but that did not happen until 2019.
Oh, so they didn't
The
start
year
using
that he
it.
died.
Yeah, around the same year he died,
Mm.
or not around the same year he died, the same year.
Yeah, he died.
So it says Leon Black did not buy Life Touch personally, rather the investment firm that he co-founded and led, Apollo and a global management, acquired Life Touch parent company Shutterfly in 2019. So they bought it
Wow.
for $825 million in 2018. Leon Black's firm Apollo Global bought it in 2019, June 2019, and August 10th, 2019, Epstein died.
Oh. So just a couple months beforehand.
Yeah. But he was just friends with Epstein. He was a
Okay.
financial advisor, the guy that was investing into Life Touch.
Dude, it's so crazy on Epstein too with the financial stuff because when he worked on Wall Street, one
Walked
thing
on?
worked.
No.
I might have sounded like I said
It was
that.
like a
but
combination of walked and worked.
Yeah.
Worked on.
City Walk.
Anyways,
Shitty walk.
he was so the inside trading. He was really good at making money disappear,
Yeah.
which is what kind of people speculate to help fuel him into the world that he became because he was able to make like $200,000 at
He
a
was
time
involved in a
disappear.
major Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, I was like, didn't
Didn't get caught for it.
I think what Wexner said he got him for 41 million or something. That's why he was like not friends with them anymore. He was like, that's what's gonna cut ties with us. He stole over $40 million from me through
Yeah,
our entire friendship.
Oh wow.
That's a hell of a pocket transaction right there.
right.
$41 million. That's not even the same price of the house he stole from you,
Yeah,
bud.
he got $70 million house, $41 million in cash,
Yeah.
plus his entire just fund at his fingertips.
Right. You signed over the power of attorney. Like,
Right.
what do you mean he stole $41 million from
I
you?
didn't know like there was actually a guy that owned Victoria's Secret until that song came out, like talking about the guy that that lives in Ohio and owns Victoria's
Aw, I
Secret.
like that girl.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Okay.
I don't remember her name, but
Isn't that supposed
that's a
to be
good
the
one.
secret? Or is the secret
the
that
secret is it was made up by a man.
Yeah.
maybe the secret is that you get trafficked if you become a model?
Well, it said that he was involved in like picking models and
Yeah,
stuff.
he would go to places, pretend to be a scout
Epstein.
for Victoria's Secret. Because
Yeah.
that's around the same time they were friends, and
Yeah.
that's how he would get models.
That's so crazy, dude.
And then, but he would find ones that he liked, and then he would finance whatever career they wanted to be in.
Right.
And he used that later on because you see, like you said, they picked up ones in foreign languages, one to do like bookings and visas, ones to do dentistry, ones to do. He was picking
Dude, he was
his future.
he
and
was
covering
very
every aspect. Of
right. He had a tight circle too.
it. Yeah.
Because anyone that was in that circle, man, you were part of the whole thing.
Yep.
It's crazy on the dentist. That one shocked me the most when I learned about that one.
Yeah.
And then
personal dentist.
and then the massages that he gets,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Crazy.
for what was it, like $200 a pop, 45
Yeah.
minutes, 5-minute.
Man.
Bad way of
Crazy.
saying
Hey,
it.
who?
Yeah. Not a good way to say that.
Victims.
So yeah, so like the massages that everybody talks about, it was one of the interviews I heard was they said it was 45 minutes of massage time, like where he would be on his stomach, and then he would flip over for about 10 minutes or so, and that's when he would start, and then about 5 minutes left, that's when he would take the towel off, and so, but yeah.
Craziness, man.
And then it would be like he would just exit the room, and then they would pack up their stuff, go downstairs, and he would already be down there with money.
And then he paid them to bring other people to massage him, but they would pay more money.
Yeah, and then if he couldn't convince them to do stuff with them, that he would just pay them to recruit other girls. Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Well, you
like
know,
so not all of them that got physical stuff, but he would some friends.
which is crazy that you, as a friend, would sell your friend to another guy for money. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
A lot of people have
But
a price.
So at the same
That's true.
time, they were, like I said, most of the people that they did the victims in Florida were like just Palm Beach. So they were like going just across the bridge or whatever the hell it is. I don't know how the island works down there or whatever. But they were going over there because I think they were at West.
Yeah,
Something.
West Keys.
West Palm Beach.
Well,
No, I don't know.
Oh.
It was all Palm Beach, but it was like West Palm Beach and then Palm Beach.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
So they would go there, find, like they could see teens that were clearly on hard times.
Yep.
And then they would scout them out and they'd be like, hey, you want to make some money? And then they would just, and then once they built that, they just pyramid schemed it out. They had 5 main people at the top. They picked 2 and then they just, like,
Keep going
everybody
down the
recruited
line.
it.
Yeah.
And it just spider webbed into just something huge.
And I think the like original ones were found by Maxwell, right?
Yep, there was like 3 or 4 at the main top.
She was finding them and grooming them. And
I think Sarah Keller was one of them
normalizing
that you were
things.
talking about, and so
Yeah.
I didn't get the names of those ones.
Okay, so in Epstein's files, there was a little girl that referenced Jesus was in presence with her in her bed and during things that was happening. And someone emailed Epstein and said, you should dress up as Jesus the next time.
Wait, I thought the
Nah,
person
I can show you.
emailed Epstein, and Epstein told the person that they should be Jesus.
No.
So that person told Epstein he should be Jesus?
Mm-hmm. And then Jesus.
He was mocking her faith, and she was saying, he's always by me. He's always by my side, Jesus. And then,
Well,
I'll find it and we'll be able to post it. But yeah. And then he made the comment of, Jesus, I'm coming. Which is like terrible.
Double whammy.
Very much so. And I felt like that was really monster, like even more of a monster. It really showed, like, that kind of made me believe like maybe there really is a good versus evil in this world, and we're just here for the ride, and there's nothing we can do. And if we do something, there's just new monsters that are going to come up and show up and appear.
This is about the time that Jesus would flood the earth.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much bad in the world.
However, he said he would never do that again.
He did.
I have like 2 more Epstein clips that I sent you that you didn't watch.
Yeah.
So you might want to watch them now or listen to them now.
I don't care. What do you
I
guys
say
want to
go
do?
for it.
Jeffrey Epstein spent years and hundreds of thousands of dollars secretly making his girlfriend
This is
a
the dentist one.
dentist.
Before his death, Jeffrey Epstein had a partner, and it wasn't Ghislaine Maxwell. Meet Karina Shuliak, the Belarusian woman he was reportedly planning to marry. And according to records, was Epstein's last phone call before his death in August 2019. Documents also show Epstein funded her Columbia University dental studies, helped her family move to the U.S., and supported her path to citizenship.
This woman, Karina Shuliak, she's from Belarus. She was Epstein's long-term girlfriend. He also left her $100 million in his will. So, like, who is she? And why are we not talking more about her? So
We covered that one mostly. And then this one.
The Epstein Files connects to Stranger Things. First, Epstein had a plan to develop a super race of humans. Was that not Papa's plan? In Stranger Things, we see a lot of pregnant women to create this race. This is the ranch that Epstein used for these women to get pregnant to create this race. They all have one Papa, which is what he wanted. The scientist Stephen Hawkins was always with Epstein, possibly trying to develop this. Scientist Hawkins, the name of the town, Hawkins. Here's one of the emails showing the little girls developing special abilities. Pause to read. Collie also shows Elle that they're getting rid of these bad people. I don't one of the people looks so much like Epstein's wife. Seriously. And Henry was also taking the kids to this place where there were no rules. Certainly no rules here. He talks about how they're the best because they're easy to manipulate. Wonder who else thought that. And who he takes keeps on getting younger, and also gave them gifts, which is very common amongst people that want to manipulate kids. People have pointed out how similar this is to Harry Potter. Read Harry Potter's shirt. What does that say? Oh, and this. Epstein? Henry is literally in Harry Potter. Here's a video about him talking about the Stranger Things plot, basically.
Our world of the physics world, there was things that were just unexplainable. They called it strange things. You gave it a name. You gave it some characteristics. No one understood what it was.
This creator posted that unfortunately Matthew Modine, who plays Papa, did know about Epstein, but went on and participated with the madam and 3 other women. Allegedly, but based off her sources, you can go check.
Tired of the grind?
I could see that.
It has a Stranger Things relation apparently too.
I could see that, dude.
Yeah, because I did see something that he was trying to reproduce so that there'd be more wealthy people in the world or something. That was one of your searches.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of the poor people and repopulate with,
Rich
better people.
But there's always going to be a poor person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the least richest person.
Right.
So if you have like a whole thing of billionaires, who's the millionaire?
Right.
Right.
Man,
Yeah.
it's sad. Sad world we live in. Sad world that we're protecting all these monsters right now.
That's almost the worst part. No, that might be. I don't know. It's really bad though that we have so many people that have covered this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And like
sickening.
pretty much said it was okay, and some people joined in, and like
Yeah.
so much bad in the
Yeah,
world.
it's awful, evil,
I
very
feel
evil.
like we need to have public hangings again for these people. And I think
Honestly.
I honestly just give me one. Give me one. Give some they need to all get together, fight to the death. Then the one
So
that
they all die anyway.
Yep, and then the one that lives gets hung.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Right.
So,
Well, I do it differently, just to I don't know where the money would go. I'd probably just go to help victims like that.
Oh.
But what it would be is just get everybody involved in it. Everybody that's guilty of doing what they did. Make it like a UFC thing, right? So make it a pay-per-view, and then all the money from that can go to
the victims.
The victims
to
and their
victims
families. And
and
I'm picturing
organizations.
more of a Roman Coliseum thing where they all get eaten by a lion or a tiger.
Demogorgon.
That's a possibility. But
Oh,
with
yeah.
the UFC thing, just UFC fighters, whatever ones, I just
Line them up
beat the
and
guy,
just
beat
knock
the
'em
person
down.
to death.
Just keep opening the gate, letting one walk in at a time.
Who would we want to do John Jones?
I gotta think of somebody with some sweet stamina.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chuck Liddell, Superman.
Chuck
I know,
Norris.
I know he's old, but
Chuck
like
Norris.
maybe Chuck Liddell in his prime, just Superman punching.
dude, for real.
I don't know.
But I like that. Speaking about that, I don't know if it pertains with Epstein, but in some of my research, I saw that there is an island out there that was potentially used for Hunger Games style.
I think I've heard of that somewhere.
And I didn't dive into it deep, but it wouldn't surprise me if he ran that type of stuff, Yeah, look
yeah.
into it if you want. But
So who's got like general names for like the list?
oh man.
Beyonce, Jay-Z.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of general
Dude.
general
Obama.
people on the list.
John has
Clinton's.
29.
I got 29 different names.
And how many times they were on in the
No, I didn't write that down. That was
Oh.
ridiculous.
All right.
All right, so I got U.S. presidents that were mentioned. We got Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, George W. Bush. Current leaders, we got Gavin Newsom, Ron DeSantis, Kamala Harris, Anthony Blinken. And then business tech people, we got Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, and Sergey Brin. I think that's right. And then for entertainment-wise, we got Mick Jagger, Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Robert De Niro, Kevin Spacey.
Obviously Spacey.
Right.
Right. Then international people, they got Thor, Bjorn, George. I'm not going to try these people, but there's somebody from Norway, Italy, and Spain. So we covered like
Yep.
those. And then we got Prince Andrew, Casey Weiserman, Sultan Hadmad, that guy earlier, Peter Anata, and then of course the people the top his inner circle: Leslie Groff, Richard Kahn, Darren Endike, and John Lou Burnell.
That's crazy.
Like all that, like
And
29 different. And
Prince
Maxwell
Andrew?
makes 30.
And then Prince Andrew.
Yeah,
So that-
which you
Oh
did.
yeah, he
Prince
was.
Andrew.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
He was.
He was just arrested for like 11 hours.
Good.
But yeah.
He
So
was,
yeah, if I have to say Maxwell, it's 30
yeah.
people now.
Jeez.
Oh shit.
Where'd that come from?
The floor, like poked my foot.
Oh no.
No. Now you
Put it
can
in your forehead.
test your blood down there.
Cheap
Yeah. Or I'll get like an infection in my foot and then I have to get cut off. But
Well,
and on
pay
that
attention.
note, no, I was kidding.
Podcast is life.
Right. Dang, bro. If you died today on the podcast, you'd probably give us millions of views.
Damn.
Probably.
I'm just kidding. I don't want you to.
They'd be like, finally, that guy's dead. Now
You
the
know-
podcast can be good.
You know,
No,
you,
no.
you know what you should do? You should have a diabetic and spike. Just one day, just
Right.
Oh my gosh, no, I don't want you to have a seizure
and then we bring you back out.
or
of
go
it.
into a coma. Okay, so
Aw, thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. It's not much to ask.
Fine.
So
This is fine.
a direct state-sanctioned fight to the death for children has not occurred, but the closest example was the proposed highly controversial 2017 Russian reality show, which allowed contestants to fight, steal, and commit severe crimes while surviving in the Siberian wilderness. So they didn't encourage murder and things like that, but
This is the Hunger Games like show.
yeah,
What was it called?
Game 2 Winter. Game 2 Winter.
Damn it, Darren.
My bad. Sorry.
I repeated it. It's fine.
It was-
It doesn't. I don't think it says that it actually happened though. It says proposed. So I don't.
Okay.
Right. And
But
what
that's the
I
closest
the little bit that I read of it, it wasn't kids. It was just
I
like
don't think I put kids.
you
no.
the first thing
But
you
I guess
read,
the movie is
yeah.
kids.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it also says Roman gladiator games.
I think there's a country
They often fought slaves or criminals.
Oh, true. They usually were put in the Colosseum, and if they could
Yeah.
win, they got their freedom. I feel like there's a country that wants to bring it back, and I can't
Trump.
No, not him.
He's building a mini coliseum right now on the White House lawn.
I saw some.
Maybe. He would have told us, though.
He's doing the UFC fight there.
Yeah, that's what I
because
mean.
you do realize that America's 250 this year, right?
Yeah. That's what I mean. UFCs are modern day gladiators.
Oh dear.
that.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. That's what I said. And you said he's
But
doing
they
the-
volunteer for it.
Yeah. But they're
the only
they're
difference.
fighting out on the lawn, and they're gonna do it's a mini coliseum.
Wow.
That's crazy.
They should build that as a theme in the background.
Dude, think about that though. If we brought those back, that would be the perfect type of entertainment right now for all these people on the list.
Yeah, tigers and shit.
Let them-
Chariots.
Well, I could have swore I heard like way back a few years ago. People were talking about it, but trial by combat. I think there's still a state or two that still you like. There's no way that the court will agree to it, but you
Right.
still technically
Have the right to.
have the right to demand a
I
trial
think
by
as long
combat.
as both parties agree to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you still have that where you can do a fist fight, not to the death, but like fight, and then once whoever wins, you just walk away.
Yeah, mutual combat.
Yeah, mutual combat. Thank
Mutual
you.
Combat.
But I don't want that for this. I want people heads rolling on the ground.
Well, no, you would because if you take Game of Thrones style, they're trial by combat. Like, yeah, both parties have weapons,
Oh, okay.
and then it's like to the death.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I also believe that we should spear spikes up their ass.
Oh, what was that? Vladimir or
Vlad,
something?
the
Yeah.
Impaler style Dracula.
Yeah.
Nice.
When they're dead, you just pick them up like that, and then you just.
Why do you wait till they're dead?
I mean, we don't
Somewhere.
have to, but we want
Sometimes
to.
they weren't dead.
We want to f them one more time.
Sometimes they weren't dead.
You
Well,
know?
if-
There's a lot of medieval torture like situations.
how are we joking about this? Because corporate America fucks you just as good.
That's true.
I guess we are.
I mean, we're moving towards more of the lighthearted stuff right now. There's a lot that we can go through with Epstein and whatnot, but honestly, like my brain right now. All right. Well, anything else that you guys want to talk about?
No, but I'm sure we'll have a part 3, down the line.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
there's
With all this
definitely
crap
gonna be
coming
some
out.
updates.
Oh yeah. And I'll have my notes more organized. I thought I could just do it off my phone, but I guess I just learned I can't.
So, got any more questions.
You want another debate thing?
Yeah, we could try it.
Try it. Try a different
Another
one.
debate question.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I got more of them. Kayla wants to also be part of those.
Is that true?
He said it'd be fun with me here.
Yeah.
And I said it would be fun.
We should all sit on a thumbtack and record our reactions.
Can it go right between my cheeks?
Okay.
Nope.
So that it won't actually puncture anything.
It's like, nope, no cheating.
Can I just pick it up? I'm not. Cut this all out.
No, leave it in.
The perks
No.
of being the
Okay.
editor. Yeah, this won't make it.
Y'all can just tell me if there's anything you want me to take out.
This ain't gonna make it.
Oh
Cut
my
that.
gosh.
Okay. James Bond's gadgets. I guess this probably.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
007. No?
Never seen it.
No.
Coolest inventions or the biggest waste of taxpayer money?
James Bond?
Yeah. Like his gadgets that he has.
Oh.
Because he works for an agency. So
Yeah,
everything
MI6 or whatever, right?
Yeah. So everything that everything that's made for him is funneled by
British
our money.
Intelligence.
Or,
no,
yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I would say not a waste of taxpayer money, just because of the stuff that James Bond has prevented from happening.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Does he save the world or just people or
people
He saves the world multiple times.
Yeah. So, he mentions that he does do a lot of good. So I would say just for the purposes of
Be worth
that,
it.
There's been a lot of James Bond movies over the time.
James Bonds?
So I say they're worth it.
Sounds like it.
I'm down. I would say they're worth it just because I would have fun with them.
Can I touch him?
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd agree with you guys.
If I was an agent or a spy or anything, I'd be like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Okay, we'll do one more. All right. Trailers.
Wait.
This is for movies.
Did
Okay.
you answer
Oh,
that?
movie trailers.
Yep.
I said sure, sounds good.
Okay.
She hasn't seen the movie, and I was starting to read it. And I didn't
Any
wanna,
of the movies.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
Tickety tack.
no. So movie trailers.
Wait. Have you seen Inspector Gadget?
Yes.
That's
Which one of
basically
those
it.
powers would you have?
It's been so long. I don't
Like
remember.
extendo arms,
Yeah.
toothpaste finger, like his legs.
Doesn't he have like
or-
a helicopter hat or something?
hat, yeah.
Probably
In-
extend a arm. You could do.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
I was
know,
like,
man.
It's like not James Bond, but how about Inspector Gadget?
'Cause, like,
It's been too long.
If you think about it, that's kind of like James Bond stretching it.
Is he a
Stretching it.
spy?
He's a spy, bro.
Yeah.
It came from like his watch or the car,
Right.
something like that.
But the gadgets
yeah,
are kind of like
but Inspector Gadget was an entire gadget. It's in the name,
No.
true.
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
I just now pieced that together. That's why I had to say it again. I just pieced that together in my head.
That's
Nice.
funny. Okay. Movie trailers. Do they spoil everything,
No.
or are they the best part of the movie experience?
Sometimes. Sometimes they put the funniest parts or like the most exciting parts in the trailer, and then you
Yeah.
watch it and it's like
Yep.
there's
Yeah,
nothing else.
I would say a spoiler, but I like that though, because you can kind of tell if a movie's going to be good or not from the trailer.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I like usually the trailer is the best part, and then when you watch like an hour and a half or 2 hour movie, you're like, oh damn, the trailer covered all that.
I do like trailers though because I like to know like the general storyline or whatever.
Yeah. But I feel like they can
understand,
ruin it.
but-
Sometimes you just got to go into it.
Yeah.
I would say I feel like they ruin the movie more or less.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to like superhero movies and stuff like that, because sometimes you get some of the best parts.
Once you see the
Yeah.
reveal, what they do the reveal and the fight scene in the trailer, you're like, why do I even go watch this?
Perfect example: Jurassic World Rebirth. What was the main dinosaur that we were all like?
T-Rex.
Right,
T-Rex,
and what
yeah,
was
they
it in the
showed it.
movie for? 2 minutes. That movie.
Yeah.
Still good
Maybe.
movie.
But no, with the main part of it where they showed the like its face or whatever, that was the end of the movie.
Right.
And that was
Yeah.
like 10 seconds or 15 seconds of the trailer. And the whole thing was in
Yeah.
the movie for what, 30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So like
Not even.
I think trailers ruin the movie. Now, bonus, do you think shorts also ruin like what we do? Shorts and stuff like that.
Depends.
I
can.
I feel like a lot of it can be taken out of context, and people don't know the entire subject of what's going on because they're not listening to the entire thing.
Right.
Don't get David started.
He literally beat me by 1 second.
But here, like what I'm getting at is like, okay, there are times where I will see a podcast clip and I'm like, oh, I would love watching you guys, but then or listening to you guys. But then when I listen to them, I'm like, I can't listen to you guys.
Listen to that. I just wanted to listen to that 30 seconds.
So there are like some things that I just want to see in that short format, and others I don't. What?
The D-Rex roughly had 5 minutes of screen time.
I think that's what I originally said.
5 minutes.
And that pissed me off.
That's more than I thought.
That pissed me off the most. Because like I was like, oh, dude, that's what drew me to the movie. I was like, I want to see this mutant-ass dinosaur fight a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Why?
Never happened.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't fight anyone, did he?
The T-Rex was the more entertaining thing out of all of it.
It's true.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
like instant transmission. I mean, which is a Dragon Ball Z reference. So
Silent footsteps.
Yeah, exactly.
And then somehow, I don't know. Do you think the T-Rex worshipped like those pillars as a god because it just all of a sudden got stuck and couldn't just walk around like with a big opening that was next to it?
Yeah, no. As I said, it was just tired. Like, all right, fine.
Yeah, I just don't. I feel like every Jurassic Park movie except for that one had like a somewhat of a dinosaur fight scene in it.
I don't know any like predator that's gonna like work that hard not to try to kill something, and just to be like, screw it.
Right, just walk
And
away.
It chased it on land, swam, like did multiple, like land, sea, air, like it covered multiple.
Yeah.
But then it was like one rock, and it's like,
I guess that's it, man.
Fine.
But yeah, I think that that movie's trailer basically showed you all the good parts.
Well, yeah, like basically the trailer had like most of the screen time of the D-Rex.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
They kill it. The trailers are killing it.
Yeah,
but they feel like you can't. They got to play the best parts, otherwise you're not going.
Right.
Well,
You're not
that's
gonna want to see it.
and that's what made me think of like short clips and stuff like that. We're basically when we do ours, we're posting what it says
trailer
should be the best.
We're posting trailers.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting to think that.
Yeah.
But I would have to say I think trailers ruin movies because it gives too much away sometimes. If it doesn't give away the movie all the way and the movie stays, then it's a good trailer, I guess. But 95% of the time, them trailers.
Yep.
All right. On that note, guys, sorry this episode was a little depressing at times. Anyways, until next time, guys, you have a great night.
Bye.
Check out all of our socials, our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, thank you, John.
Yeah, no problem.
Patreon has early episodes and they're uncensored.
Yeah.
So if you can't understand what we're talking about when we have to bleep it or whatever, it's all there.
Yeah. Good point. Until next time, peace.
Bye-bye.